Sir, what is the real meaning of God is Nirguna? I have seen many sons saying that God is Nirguna, but we must do Saguna Upasana. I am unable to understand the real meaning of Nirguna. What is the Vedic perspective? There's a question I got in WhatsApp. See, Nirguna basically means Gunarahit. Nirguna, Gunarahit. But what Gunarahit is what we must understand. If somebody says God is always Nirguna, he is referring to the guna of Prakriti. Rajagun, Tamagun, Sattvagun. God is always devoid of Rajagun, Tamagun, Sattvagun. That is why God is addressed as Nirguna. That we must understand. And if somebody says God is both Nirguna and Saguna, he is speaking something else. He is not speaking about Prakriti, he is speaking about the qualities which God possesses and the quality which God does not possess. Like example, God possesses the quality of omniscience. God is omniscient. God is omnipresent. God is omnipotent. These are Saguna. These are the qualities which is there in Paramatma. God is Anandam. God is ever bliss. God is ever knowledgeable. God is infinite. These are Saguna when we speak about Paramatma. And in the same context, Nirguna means there are certain qualities which God does not have. What God does not have? God is not Jad. Means God is not non-alive. God is ever alive. This is Nirguna. And God cannot take birth, or God does not take birth. This is also Nirguna. God does not take birth is negative. In negative sense, we are understanding Paramatma. God does not do injustice. God does not have human body. God does not have nervous system. God does not have any impurities. This is Nirguna. So we must understand the concept. If somebody says that God is always Nirguna, then he might refer to the guna of Prakriti. Paramatma mein Rajagun, Tamagun, Sattvagun nahi hai. That is why Paramatma is always Vikara Rahit. God never changes. God's knowledge is always same. If you see one Veda mantra in the morning, early morning when we sit for meditation, before meditation we chant some mantras like Gayatri mantra, etc. One beautiful mantra is Om Surya Chandra Masau Data Yata Purvam Akalpayat Divancha Pritivincha Antariksham Matoswaha. Paramatma is giving a knowledge in this Rigveda mantra that God creates the universe, this universe similar to previous universe. Surya Chandra Masaudata. Surya, the construction, or the Surya or the Chandrama or the Prithvi or the Vayu or the Antariksh, everything is similar to the previous universe. In the previous universe, God created Surya, Chandrama, Nakshatra, etc. Similarly, he creates in this universe, and similarly he will create in the next universe also. The greatest indication of this mantra is we must relate it to our life. Today we do some work. In 1980, Toyota manufactured one car, Camry. In 2025 also Toyota manufactures Camry. You see the difference of Camry in 1980 versus 2025. It always changes. It always improves. Right? Why it improves always? Because the creation of human beings is always not perfect. We always aim for more perfection, right? But Paramatma's creation is always perfect. That's why he does not change anything. In the previous creation, the sun was there, moon was there, nakshatra was there. As it is in this universe, he will create the same. His knowledge does not increase, does not decrease, because it's always Purna, complete. We manufacture anything, it is always incomplete. We always try to improvise. We find fault. Oh, okay, there is a software issue, there is some issue, there is some breaking issue. Okay, I will correct it in the next version. Same mobile phone also. 2007 iPhone versus 2025 iPhone. See how many changes has come. And it will keep on coming because we are always Apurna. Paramatma is always Purna. Why I am saying this? We must understand the guna of Paramatma. He is devoid of any imperfection, Nirguna. And he is devoid of Rajagun, Tamagun, Sattvagun. He does not change. So that is why Paramatma is called as Nirguna. We must understand that Nirguna, we must understand the right meaning of Nirguna and Saguna, because people have misinterpretation that Nirguna means formless God worship and Saguna means formful God worship. No, that is wrong. God is always formless. We must worship that formless Paramatma through Vidya, through Yoga Vidya only. Okay, the next question is, will Jivatma ever experience any form of Dukha in Moksha? Jivatma does not experience Dukha in the Moksha. This is as per the Vedic scriptures. Jivatma is always in bliss. Moksha itself means Dukh se chut jana, Mukti. Escaping the Dukh is called as Moksha. So there is no Dukh in Moksha. And one more important reason why there is no Dukh in Moksha is because Jivatma does not get in contact with Prakriti. Because the Dukh happens to us due to Prakriti. Jivatma is always in contact with Paramatma in Moksha. Jivatma does not have contact with Prakriti at all. So the Rajagun cannot give any Dukh to Jivatma in Moksha, because Paramatma's bliss is completely available to Jivatma during the Moksha period, and the Jivatma is always in the bliss. It does not experience any Dukkha. There is no possibility of Dukkha in Moksha. That is why we all must aim for Moksha. So there is no Dukkha in Moksha. The third question is very important. I am unable to close my eyes even for 5 to 10 minutes when I sit for meditation. See, this is a very common issue for all of us. Even when I started sitting for meditation very long back, I could not even sit for 5 minutes. That is normal. Like when you start writing, when a small student starts writing A, B, C, D, he will not be able to write properly. His mother has to hold the hand and write A and then write B, right? So similarly, Acharya will hold the hand of the Shishya to make us understand again and again what is meditation, what is dharana, what is dhyan, what is Nam Smaran or Nam Jap, etc., etc. Acharya will give knowledge in the Vedic Dharma. Similarly, in the school teacher will teach A, B, C, D, E, F, G, write in the slate or write in the notebook. We will not be able to write properly. The child, he will not be able to write A, B, C. So he comes home and then does a homework. Similarly, when you start meditation, even if you are unable to sit for 5 minutes, it's okay. Why you are unable to sit for 5 minutes? Because it's a new thing for you, right? Closing your eyes and sitting in meditation is a new thing for you. But don't give up. That's the only message I want to give. Never give up, because sometimes you may feel that people are sitting for 15 minutes, 20 minutes without any activity, but I am unable to sit even for 5 minutes, so this is not for me. People give up. That is wrong. Don't give up. Continuous practice satu dirghakal nirantara satkara sevita dridabhumihi. Dirghakal ka upasana chahiye. Dirghakal means continuously, eternally. Eternally means until our last breath. Dirghakal means until last breath. And satkara sevita, we must do meditation, we must do worship of Paramatma with satkar. Satkar means we must do it with vidya, we must do it with brahmacharya, we must do it with tapasya, we must do it with understanding. Without vidya, that is without right understanding, if you sit for meditation, you will get boredom. So the more you understand about Paramatma, the more you listen to Ved Vidya, the more you focus on Paramatma, the more you will be able to sit for meditation. There will be body pains. Your knee may pain, your leg may pain, your hip may pain. That's okay. If there is a pain, you can shake a little bit, it's okay. You can stretch a bit, you can lie down and do for 5 minutes and then come back again. That's all okay. But you should not leave the meditation of Paramatma. The meditation is not the right word. It's actually dhyan, dharana, dhyan. So the most important thing in this is, number one, we must have satkar. We must have satkar bhavana. Without Satkar Bhavana means Shraddha Bhavana. Without Shraddha, without Vidya, without Brahmacharya, it is impossible to sit for meditation. And even if you have these things, in the start it will be difficult. So slowly, don't aim for sitting for 1 hour. It will never happen. Aim for sitting for 5. My Acharya gives a very beautiful advice always. He says, start with 5 minutes. Slowly increase 2 minutes or 3 minutes every month or every 15 days. So in 3-4 years, you will be able to aram se sit for 45 minutes to 1 hour. Aram se, without any problem. But it will take, it requires patience. And you must not leave it. And you must not do formality with it. So even if you are unable to sit for 5 minutes or 10 minutes, it's still okay. Slowly, and try to understand, do Manan Chintan of Paramatma's Gun. Like, I have made 2300 videos. Many videos speaks about Paramatma's qualities. So try to see those videos, take notes and read it again. If you know Hindi, I think you don't know Hindi, but if you know Hindi, you can read my Acharya's books. If you do not know Hindi, it's okay. You can read Maharishi's books in English. You can read my Acharya books in English. You can read many Vidwans books in English to understand more about Paramatma and more about Vedas. And slowly, when you understand more, you will be able to sit more. And it's not only about sitting for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. It's also about how you are spending the rest of the day. Some people will sit for 2 hours without any problem in the morning, but throughout the day they are involved in Kam, Krodh, Mad, Lobh, Ahankar, then there is no use of sitting for 2 hours, right? So always also focus not only on this 5 to 10 minutes, also focus on your rest of the day's karmas. Also focus on what you are doing on the rest of the day. When you correct the rest of the day, your sitting time also will increase. When you correct the rest of the day, your sitting time will be fruitful. When you correct your rest of the day, your sitting time will be beneficial and also will give you interest to continue more. Thank you so much. Namaste. Om.